Hello, my YouTube family. Y'all know I'll be doing videos on the nasty, ugly, raw truth, and it's been on my heart to do a topic on the pygmies. I'm speaking of the pygmies because they're black like us, but they are the very least of those. We think that we had to worry about problems such as slavery, but you know, um, these people have been more than enslaved. These people have been cannibalized. These people have been they have been haunted. These people have been through the worst things that civilization can go through, and most people don't even know who pygmies are. Um, God put it on my heart to speak of the pygmies. I hate to even speak upon this topic, but it's stuff going on in the world that people need to be exposed to. So I've been wanting to speak upon the pygmies for about a week or two, and I just happened to run across this video. This is a man. It says the pygmy people are haunted for their blood. I know that, hate to say it, pygmies. I've heard situations where they've been raped because they're small people taken advantage of. They have been eaten. They're supposed to have been a delicacy. Now, this is just through the grapevine. But why would people make this stuff up? Nobody's really speaking upon this stuff when it comes to anybody else. And these pygmies, as I'm speaking of, they're endangered people. They are the least of those. They're very small people. They don't have a voice. So with more awareness or something, maybe people will start having more compassion and trying to do something and speak up. But this is just a little bit of what I'm talking about, though. Y'all look, pay attention.
And so it's awesome, man. Their way of life is so incredible, and so that's why we're trying to help the pygmies of Uganda
Pygmy
right
are
now.
endangered.
So
Are hunted for
our
their
trip,
blood.
even Brady, who Brady was messed up. So all of us were. There's this little
Sick
boy
over there, you saying? What do you mean by messed up?
culture shock,
Oh, okay.
and not just culture shock, but what is it whenever you? It's not just PTSD, like just jolted with devastation of like
In shock.
in shock.
Yeah.
In fact, we could play that one video, and I'll it's a documentary trailer that Cash App helped fund, and Friends of Joe Rogan, and this trailer video is just from our last trip to Uganda. It's got sound, but I'll speak over it, but it kind of sums it all up. This little boy named Paulo, you'll see in his eyes what I mean. When you see this boy's eyes, you'll know just some of the devastation that he's gone through and seen. You can see, like, the eyes are the windows to our soul. You can see the heartbreak in this kid. But I think it's called the Batwa trailer video or something like that, Jamie. But it's got an opening where it's just like thanks to Cash App, but then it shows
How long is
their
this
struggle.
video?
It's about a minute and a half.
Okay, we'll play this, then we gotta wrap this thing up.
Okay, I got one more thing to give you. So that is in the Similiki National Forest. That's Kingzito and the Red, but they were driven from their ancestral home, and they're struggling to survive. And this is on that 1 acre of land that they live on. That's some mushrooms. But they live in 8 structures on this 1 acre of land, and forced to live in this unknown village, and literally don't have any food or clean water. That's where they live, in those shelters. That's what they've been given when they were kicked out of the forest. But there's no way, that's the sewage running through their village. And just being abused, beyond imagination, because they think they're a cure for HIV. That woman was raped because these men thought they would be cured. That's little Paulo there. You can see in his eyes.
Men thought they'd be cured by having sex with her?
Yep. Or by
No,
collecting
they
their
lied.
blood. And so Paulo was held down, and that's the new land, 5 acres of land that we were able to get them. So this is a celebration, just kind of transitioning into dancing with the drums and the leaves. But now they have hope that they're going to survive. And here's at the school where they're getting new water, and they're in class for the first time. They were told that they couldn't go to school, that they couldn't learn. And now actually the top 5 students at the school over the last 6 years are all Batwa Pygmy children. That's the new well that they're drinking from, one of them. So this is just celebration. They're learning some MMA. And we're there to help come alongside them and say, hey, how can we, with our vision to defeat hate with love, our mission to knock out bullying worldwide, how can we do this in a practical, sustainable way? And so, yeah, Joe, like that little boy, Paulo, that you saw, has scars on him from people holding him down and slicing him open, collecting his blood because they think he's the cure for HIV, or the women there being sexually assaulted. Some terrible stuff. But what we want to do to kind of sum up this documentary when we get there is have new land for them back in school, them farming for themselves, them selling it at the markets. And then also stateside here.
Endangered people, the pygmy. Why would they be in danger? Because this stuff is really existing. So I'm going to go to endangered people. Let's see what's
And here is their heartbreaking tales.
The Central African rainforest is home to the pygmy, or batwa as they're known in their local language. They're the oldest people in the world.
Oldest people in the world.
Women hunt using traditional methods, such as nets and traps. But the catches are getting less frequent. The pygmies are no longer alone in the forest.
Before, we used to be alone in the forest, but now the Bantus come to collect leaves and wood to build their houses with, or to build fires with. This scares the animals that we're trying to hunt. Moreover, when they come across us, they force us to work for them and also beat us.
Still in slavery.
The members of the largest ethnic group, the Bantu, are the main cause of deforestation in Central Africa as they raid the forest for wood. The pygmies are taken from their home to work for the Bantu. Their monthly wage is a piece of cloth and a few bottles of lemonade if they're lucky. The pygmy children don't go to school. Instead, they're put to work cleaning up a field.
Come here. This part is to be cleaned up. Come on. You lady, come on, do it here.
This is a hard job, but we have no tools or land of our own, so we have to work for the Bantus. This is the way it is.
Are the wages good?
No, the payment is ridiculous. We work hard for a small salary.
So what do you say in response to this?
Well, leave it to me. I know what I have to do to protect her. It's my business. Since I came here, I have never seen a Bantu who would do such work. That's why I'm using women and children. Pygmies. But for the Bantu, the work is just too hard.
Y'all, for some reason, it stopped, but I'm gonna stop my video with just that. I've learned a lot of things about the pygmy. I actually was up one night or whatever, and I was watching America's Most Wanted, and I want to say in the 70s or 80s, a pygmy was in a cave or something, and had turned into a mummy because it died. It was about yay high, whatever, and it was mummified. Somebody went into a cave and they found it, and whenever they found it, they propositioned somebody and they was gonna get banked for it. Next thing you know, the person fell off the face of the earth, and that pygmy just kept getting stolen and stolen and cycled around the mummy pygmy. Make a long story short, it had went through the hands of a lot of people. Everybody that it encountered had came up dead, missing, MIA. So at the end of the America's Most Wanted now, they had a reward for the pygmy mummy. Now, if that ain't crazy, I don't know what is. They ain't doing that with no other races. So it's got to be some of these people, being that they're extinct, they're black, they're the oldest people in the world, they're being treated the way they are. It must be something special about them for somebody to even want to do or treat them like that. So I want y'all to do research on the pygmy. I hate that they're going through that. I'm going to be praying for the pygmy race of people, which is our people too. They're some of the shortest people in the world. They're the oldest people in the world. They got a lot of different things about them, but we are all, one people. So gladly chosen, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be talking about other little taboo topics today that most people don't talk about. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Thank you.